Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we have a new game that we're going to go over. Well, kind of new game. So this game has probably been out for about 2 months, but it's gotten quite a bit of hype lately, and we're going to talk about that here in just a second. But we're going to dive into this game, see what it's all about, and I'm very curious to hear your guys' thoughts on this game in particular. All right, but first, before we do, if you're just now finding this channel and you want to stay up to date with the latest in mobile gaming, the hero collectors, the gacha games, the games that we all love to play, then consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out.
In times long past, the elder gods that conjured the world of Corridor exterminated each other in an internal conflict, leaving their creation to the dragons. At their first council, the dragons chose not to repeat the blundering of the gods, becoming protectors to the races. Over time, dragons replaced gods altogether. Their followers, humans, elves, and pandas, formed the Order of the White Flame. Those who did not worship dragons, orcs, goblins, and the Pride tribes united as the Wasteland clans. Meanwhile, the dragon Arokar, blind with pride, created demons deep underground. Yet Arokar grew disappointed in his creations, banishing them to another world. Years later, the Cult of the Nameless returned the demons to Corridor. Joining Order and clans alike, the demons drove a wedge between them, and so the war began. Through the ages, dragons have granted some of their power to the strongest heroes through magical amulets. Those dragon champions became living legends. Everyone dreams of joining them. But this amulet is yours. Prevent the world's destruction and uncover its secrets. And if you fail, have fun with your friends and relax at the end.
All right, and welcome back. And if you fail, grab some friends, relax at the end. Yeah, that's a very interesting intro. It sounds like it was a computer-generated voice or something. But so this is the game, Dragon Champions, and it's very interesting because what I was talking about is there's a lot of hype around this game right now. A lot of people coming over from Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So I downloaded this game a few weeks ago, played around with it a little bit, was batting around whether I was going to do a video on it or not, and over the last couple days I noticed in chat a ton of Star Wars of Galaxy Heroes players have come over. Even some content creators from that game have come over as well, and you know, it's a pretty interesting game, so I'm very interested in hear your guys' thoughts on this. We're going to run through what this game is right now, kind of what it reminds me of, and we're going to start off by taking a look at the different characters. So if I go up into here into the heroes, we're going to start out with this guy. So Freezard, when you get into the game, one thing that I do caution is when you get into the game, a lot of the packs and things like that are very, very cheap. Now, I don't know what's going to happen down the line, but typically when you get into games like this, there's a whole lot of new player discounts, one-time discounts, things like that. So there are some that you definitely want to take advantage of if you are someone who puts a little bit into the game. If you're a free-to-play player, you're probably not going to do it. Now, I'm a really big World of Warcraft fan, and one of the cool things about this game is the art design and everything is very reminiscent of World of Warcraft. So there he is. Let's go ahead. Look at this guy right here. I mean, just if you take a look, shoulder pads, stuff like that. The sword, again, very World of Warcraft reminiscent. So he is he's one of the main guys you get. He's your first tank. Here's somebody here. He's a little funky. This little goblin guy. This one here, Illyria, she's your healer. You'll have her for quite a while, but she is she's with this Order faction, so you'll use her for a little while. This character here is pretty cool because she can summon this bear tank, which is pretty interesting as well. So a lot of interesting character designs. Now, let's go. I'm going to go ahead and go back to this guy right here. Now, there's a lot of different types of character progression that's going to seem very familiar to you. You can level up, obviously, level 15 right here. You can star up your characters. You can hit the find button to find out which nodes you can farm this character from. You've also got your gear here. So as you can see, where does it say up here? I don't think it says on this screen here, but I'm gear tier 3 is pretty much where I am with this character. And you can click on one of the gear slots and find out what exactly is needed. So I need this right here. I can click find, and then it's going to tell me where I can go ahead and find that specific gear. It does have auto battle tickets. That's what this is right here. And you can purchase these in the store. I think there's other ways to get this as well, but right now I've released it in the store, or rewards through achievements and things like that. So something to keep in mind as well. Very reminiscent of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Marvel Strike Force, those types of games. But you know what? I mean, it's a hero collector game. You have heroes to collect. You have factions to keep an eye on. You have different campaigns. All right, so we've got your gearing up right here. You've got your leveling up. You've got your starring up. You can also level up your different abilities here, and as you level them up, you get additional bonuses to that ability as you level up. So like right now, once I level up level 2, I get additional 15% to physical damage, and physical damage if the target is an orc. So you go up against an orc, you got plus 30% physical damage boost right there. So you can kind of look at that. This is the currency for that, at least for this one. Once you get up a little bit higher, there are different grades of this ability scroll. So you're going to see like your commons, your epics, and things like that. All right, with that, you also have this. So once you get to level 15, you unlock this rune thing here. And as you can see, you've got a couple different areas where you can go ahead and put runes. You can upgrade these runes right here. And as you upgrade these runes, you get additional benefits to them as well. So before I got to level 4, so it's level 4, 8, 12, and 16. Before I got to level 4, there was no shield bonus here. It was just strictly a damage bonus. Then once I hit 4, I got this plus 0.64% to my shield. So something to keep in mind. Now, one thing I wish it did, once I get to 8, it doesn't tell me what the bonus for that would be, or at least I haven't figured out where in the game it would tell me that. I wish right now if I went to level 8, it would tell me what that additional bonus would be. But I don't know unless I go ahead and commit resources to that. Also, rune words right here. Click that eye. You get set bonuses as you get this together. I'm sure you guys are pretty familiar, especially if you're coming over from some other games. You're probably seeing some familiarity there. All right. So, with character progression, you have gear, you have runes, you have star level, and you have regular levels right there, as well as your ability level. So there's a lot to do here as far as your character progression goes. All right, let's go ahead and go out. Let's take a look at a couple of the different areas of the game. So you have campaign. Campaign, very similar to some other games. So you have this Dawn of the Order, which I would consider your, let's just keep with the World of Warcraft thing. These are your heroes. These are your alliance characters. You got your Rage of the Clans. This is going to be your Horde type characters, right? And then you have Invasion of the Demons, which is going to allow you to use both your Dawn of the Order and your Rage of the Clan characters. Go ahead and combine them to work through this Invasion of the Demons. And some stuff that you get in here, this is where you're going to get like your experience tomes. You're going to get your auto battle tickets and things like that. You've also got some gear and stuff in here that you're going to get. But I think really the big thing in this is you're going to be getting your runes, so that you can go ahead and strengthen up your characters as well. So that's your Invasion of the Demons. Now, let's go back out. We're going to take a look at your chests. You got some chests here. You got free chests that pop up. Let's go ahead and open this one up real quick. Let's see what we get. Oh, something happened. All right, so that's happened a couple times. The game has just crashed a couple different times, and I think it's just because of all the people that are jumping on to this game right now. All right, so I had that chest there. You got a couple different chests that you can get. You've got a couple different stores in here as well that you can't unlock, that I can't unlock until a little bit later. So like guilds unlock at level 20. Your arena unlocks at 25. The tower at level 35. Looks like upgrade any hero to 7 stars. So unlock this shop. So once you get a max star level character, you're going to be able to gain access to that, which is pretty common in games like this. And then you have the offers shop here, and then you have the bank. This is where you kind of go in to get your your different beginning offers. So when you go in here and you take a look at this stuff, again, just remember, as new players, you're going to have access to some really, really good deals. It doesn't mean it's going to stay that way, though. But there's some pretty good deals in here. If you take a look at it, I mean, it's ×2 for the first time that you purchase any one of these. You know, I quite often purchase the $20 packs. Typically, that's a pretty good offer there. I mean, look at that. That's over 5,000 of these coins here. And these are your main currency here. So you have these, your Dracoins, I think they call them. Anyway, you got these currencies up here. Here's your energy. Your energy, you're going to have a ton of energy in the very beginning, and it's going to be very difficult to spend all of it. But definitely do that and get as far as you can. I mean, my first tip in this game is going to be make sure that your main characters, now when you put your characters together, it's going to be 5 characters, right? So these main characters here that you have, you definitely want to put into them, and they're going to be Darien, Illyria, Foul, Master Duo, and Sharp. Those are going to be your 5 main characters for the order. And then you're going to have 3 characters for a while. You're going to have Rantha, Adam, and Kegi. Those are the 3 characters that are going to get you through some of that starting campaign. And if we go out and take a look at that, we go to this campaign here. It's this right here. It's this Rage of the Clans campaign. And I think I still only have just those 3 characters right now that I'm working through. And I've been, let's see what, I got through just those 3 characters. And I'm on node 10 right now. And then the beginning characters here, I'm in what, Act 3, node 3. Rage of the Clans, still Act 1, node 10. And then you have the Invasion of the Demons here, we were talking about a little bit earlier. Just started that one. This one's a little bit more difficult. However, having Freezard is pretty cool. So those are your campaigns. And then you've got your shops, you got your different events here going on. So you get Adam from this legendary event right here. All you have to do to get Adam, so you need, what is it? I can't remember how many pieces. I think you need 25. So you need to get through these first three battles here to unlock Adams. You'll have him. And then this guy right here, Kegi, all you got to do is get through this first node right here of this event, and you'll unlock that one. So then you'll have those 2 pretty easy. We also have this one, this Cleansing Corridor right now, to get these ability scrolls. So there's a lot of events going on, daily events, a lot of stuff going on that you can go ahead and start working on. Your challenges here, these come in every single day as well. So I've got 2 right now that end in 7 hours and 21 minutes. So I can go ahead and work on those. Honing skills. It says participate in battles to earn ability scrolls. You need them to level up your heroes and abilities. So I can't do anything with that one just yet. My daily limit reached. That's why, because I already did all that. So that one's done. I need to work on this challenge of the mind here for these right here. Participate in battles to obtain equipment for your heroes. Most healers and mages will be able to use. Defenders only is what you can use for that challenge right there. And then, like I said, level 20, you can unlock your guilds and your guild raids. Level 25 for arena. Level 35 for tower. And then we got this world championship coming up a little bit later. All right, enough of that. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into a campaign. Let's go ahead. I'm going to start off with the order. I'm going to go into this battle here, and I'm going to use the team I've been using. So I took Sharp out. Out of the main characters that you get for this game, the first expendable character in this faction here for the order is going to be Sharp, in my opinion. You're going to want your tank and your healer, which is these 2 here. Those 2 are staples. This guy right here, Master Duo, a lot of self-regeneration on him, which is good. And then your archer over here, she's got some AoE damage. She also does a buff for herself that increases her dodge. And then Freezard is just pretty cool, so we'll see that. Let's go ahead and jump into battle. Alright, so I'm just going to take it down to ×1 so you can see the animations a little bit. I'm going to work on their mage back there. And if you just hold it down, just like anything else, you can see what this ability does. So 90% of physical damage to an enemy. If this ability deals damage, then Foul gains 10% of return meter, which is always good. And I'll tell you, this ×1 just seems super, super slow. Alright, right here, I've buffed this up a little bit, but this is Freezard, the Frozen Arrow. You do some damage, add 30% chance to inflict slow for 2 turns. We'll see if we get that. We did not. Here's Duo, Master Duo here. This is just a slashing attack. All right, so our tank here, this is our taunt. Then we have an AoE attack here, and then we have a single target damage right here. I'm just going to do a taunt. All right, and you know, I mean, if you look at it, a lot like World of Warcraft, right? All right, we're going to keep working on this mage back there. All right, so they've got this character right here that summoned this tank right here. This icon right here, those are taunts, as you can see on my character as well. I'm going to use this attack right here, which deals physical damage to 2 random enemies. So it doesn't matter who you target, just all random, right? So at least we got that mage we were trying to take out. Now here's Freezard right here, deals 80% of magic damage to 3 enemies, a 10% chance to inflict armor decrease for 1, which is awesome. We'll just do that. And then this is what I'm talking about, this guy. So he's got this, gains regeneration for 2 turns, but also he's got this, which is a battle stance that he can go into that gains 50% of his turn meter, recovering 10% health while in battle stance. As you can see, you can read all that stuff too. He's got some cool buffs. So let's go ahead and do that. Boom, gained half of his turn meter back. Here's the AoE, apply damage to 3 enemies. So let's see who we get with this. Boom, defeated the tank, or that summon. And then, let's see, that's our healer. Let's go ahead and do our heal. And then, here's Foul. This is the dodge I was talking about. Increases dodge for 2 turns. And I'm gonna increase the speed on this here in just a second. This is going super slow. All right, now Freezard. This one here, deal 100% of magic damage to all enemies. Has 20% chance to decrease their turn meter by 10%. That's awesome. Now I can't wait to put a little bit more into this ability to see if we can get a better chance at reducing that turn meter. All right, and with that, I'm gonna go ahead and ×3 it now so we can go ahead and get through this a little bit quicker. Let's see, we'll do that. We'll do some healing to our tank. Let's get this guy. Let's take care of Mar. And get rid of Rantha over there. And then we'll get rid of this mage over here. There we go. Got through that one pretty easy. Now let's go ahead and talk about one more thing. So that was battle. I think I'm going to do another video on this just to kind of go over some other stuff, because again, there's a lot to this game. But one thing I don't want to miss, and something I would definitely want to show you, is when you go into your characters here, there's this stats thing. You hit this I. So popularity shows the hero's combined appeal across game modes. Now this comes directly from the player. So I click on the eye there, and this is what's telling you. So this character here is not very successful in arena as far as usability in the arena. 41% in the tower. Dawn of Order, obviously 100% of the time you're going to use this guy. He's your tank. 89% of the time this guy is being used in Invasion of the Demon's Appeal. So this is something very cool that I think has been added to the game to give you an idea of which characters are worth putting some time into. So let's go into another character. Let's go to Sharp. I told you Sharp was not a very good character to put into. Let's see if let's see what the popularity says. There we go. 5% in arena, 13% in tower appeal, invasion 41% of the time. I mean, his stats are pretty low. A lot of the time he's being used in Dawn of the Order because that campaign, you get him through that campaign. Let's go ahead and take a look at another character here. Let's look at Freezard. What does his stats look like? So 25% in arena, 22% in tower, 10% in Dawn of Order appeal, and 31% in the Demon's appeal right here. So this right here, this is going to be one of those instances where I'm going to disagree with a little bit. And the reason why, the whole reason why, is because remember, this character is a character that you have to purchase. And a lot of people aren't going to be spending money on this game really early in the game. So just remember that when you take a look at Friezard. He really is, as you saw in that battle I showed, really is a really good character to have for this. Now, as far as arena and tower, I don't know yet because I'm not in there. But just something to keep in mind for Friezard. Let's take a look at one last character here. Let's take a look at where is he? Master Duo. A lot of these ones, these characters you start off with, these percentages are going to be really high. 52% in Dawn of Order right there. 12% in Tower, 7% in Arena, 23% in your Invasion there. These are all characters that you start with. So again, something to kind of keep in mind when you're taking a look at which characters to put some attention into. Now, right off the bat, like I was saying earlier, Darien, Illyria, Fao, Master Duo, and Sharp, those are going to be your 5 main characters if you don't purchase Friezard. But you're going to put some into them and make sure that you can get through that Dawn of Order campaign. First 3 characters you're going to put some material into for the clan right here is Kagi, Adam, and Rantha. And as you can see, I've got pretty far through that campaign with just those 3. And then in the other one, where you can use a mix of them, I use Friezard, Darien, Illyria, and then I use what? Friezard, Darien, Illyria, Master Duo, and then I use Fao. So those are the 5 that I use there. Anyway, so that's what I had for you today. Just a video to go over Dragon Champions here. And like I said, very interesting kind of to see what's going on in this game right now. It came out a couple months ago. If you take a look at it in the store, iOS and Android, the reviews and everything, as far as number of views and stuff, are pretty low. But the view, as far as the reviews are pretty high, 4.5 and higher, I think is what I saw. But very reminiscent of some other games. Very interested to hear you guys' thoughts on this game as well. And definitely stick around. I am going to put another one out because I'm going to at least get to level 20 to when you unlock the guilds and stuff like that. I really want to get into Arena and see how this game performs on the PvP aspect as well. So, all right, everybody, that's what I had for you tonight. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.